The media influences so many people's behavior nowadays. Information can be spread after a few clicks of a button, whether it is true, false, speculation, or gossip. This can affect relationships in various ways. The media can manipulate, influence, persuade, and pressurize society, along with even controlling the world at times in both positive and negative ways, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Controversial stories are reported and printed with no reliance of it being fact or not. The public is meant to believe everything they're told and not question it. With it being so easy to assert an opinion so easily after a few taps, it can lead to investigations and front page headlines. Additionally, as newspapers and magazines have websites, articles can be posted and received quicker than printed articles and updated more regularly. Links to these articles can be posted to social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, as well as being emailed and messaged directly between friends and family. Today, the media is everywhere and can easily get to places if it needs to be in the breaking news scenario. The media can influence the way people are viewed, which means people's lives can change within a flash. Class consciousness and false consciousness are concepts introduced by Karl Marx that were later expanded by social theorists who came after him. Class consciousness refers to awareness by a social or economic class of their position and interest within the structure of the economic order and social system in which they live. In essence, false consciousness is the opposite. Individualistic rather than collective in nature, it provides a view of oneself as a single entity engaged in the competition with others of one's social and economic standing, rather than as a part of a group with unified experiences, struggles, and interests. According to Marx, the other social theorists who followed, false consciousness was dangerous because it encouraged people to think and act in ways that were counterintuitive to their economic, social, and political self-interests. Marx saw false consciousness as a product of an unequal social system controlled by a powerful minority of elites. And I agree with the Frankfurt School on this theory because, just as it suggests, false consciousness not only encouraged people to think and act in ways that were counterintuitive, but altered the way they lived as well. Due to the creation of false consciousness, it created a dangerous disease of fear where they gave society pieces of information and allowed it to grow. Fear spread like cancer around the whole world where you're treated a certain way because of how the world sees you. This creates stereotypes. This also opens the door to racial profiling, especially in America. Racial profiling is a practice of targeting particular people because of their ethnic background and race. One of many examples of racial profiling is a targeting of Arab, Muslims, and South Asians since the 9/11 attack. Defining racial profiling as relying solely on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, or religion can be problematic. There was a case in America on September 14, 2019, where a flight from Birmingham to Alabama was caused to cancel because of the racial profiling of two Muslim passengers. An American airline statement said concerns raised by a crew member and passenger forced the cancellation. An announcer said the plane was delayed and one of the men went into the bathroom. When he came out, he said a flight attendant was standing by the door like she was eavesdropping. Shortly afterwards, the crew told all passengers that the flight was cancelled and they had to disembark the plane. One of the Muslim passengers said he heard an attendant telling a passenger that this was for security reasons. Then an agent took him into a private room and allegedly asked him his name and about his job, and said his luggage was to be searched again. When the man asked what was happening, the agent allegedly said airline staff had called the police and told them they were not comfortable flying with him. The reason the agent allegedly said was that the man went to the restroom and flushed twice. We live in a society where people spread fear through false information via different media outlets like news, movies, and even pranks on YouTube to further the idea of what people should be instead of what they are. Although mass media can be a great tool to help the world bring about change, it has proven time and time again that it is quite easy to create a world of false consciousness.